Alice Russel. I have lived in Fall River a good many years. All that time, the Bordens have occupied the house next door. I exchanged calls with Miss Lizzie Borden regularly. She always received me upstairs.
The name's Bridget Sullivan. I was sometimes called Maggie by Miss Emma and Miss Lizzie, it being the name of the previous girl. I came to Fall River 4 years ago and have worked for the Bordens ever since.
My full name is Emma L. Borden. The L is for Lenora. I am the sister of Miss Lizzie Borden. I was just a trifle over 14 when my father married, for the second time, and I remember my mother very well.
My name is Lizzie Andrew Borden. Not Elizabeth. Lizzie. Andrew, after my father, I was so christened. I am innocent. I leave it to my counsel to speak for me.
In the house of Borden, there's a lock on every door. In every room, a prisoner of a long silent war. Let us take you to an August back in 1892, when all hell broke loose in the house of Borden. Andrew Jackson Borden knows that pennies must be pinched, so Monday's mutton supper will be Tuesday's mutton lunch. And then to stretch it further, Thursday's breakfast is mutton soup, and we're getting sick in the house of Borden.
When Daddy was an undertaker, nobody was too tall. He charged them for the big bucks and buried them in the small. To save a couple dollars, he chopped off a couple feet.
He's fucking rich, that's Mr. Borden.
In the house of Borden, there's a lock on every door. In every room, a prisoner of a long silent war. Let us take you to an August back in 1892, when all hell broke loose in the house of Borden.
The sisters live in the front of the house, the old folks take the rear. It seems a bit peculiar, but they've kept it up for years. I won't say they're not cordial, crowded's for the word. They get no peace in the house of Borden.
Lizzie's not the brightest bird, and Emma's not so sweet. Mind you, these are not my words, but I hear things on the street. Anyway you slice it, these girls are past their prime. There's no wedding bells in the house of Borden.
In the house of Borden, there's a lock on every door. In every room, a prisoner of a long silent war. Let us take you to an August back in 1892, when all hell broke loose in the house of Borden. Father married Mrs. Borden after our mother died, and she's in it for the money. She's in for a big surprise. We've no personal objections, but she can't have what's ours! Fair is fair in the house of Borden.
The family crest of Borden is a lion with an axe, running rampant into battle, ready to attack. It's an oddly fitting emblem for a family like this, and we're killing time in the house of Borden.
Killing time.
In the house of Borden, there's a lock on every door. In every room, a prisoner of a long silent war. Let us take you to an August back in 1892, when all hell broke loose in the house of Borden.
When I was a girl, I gave my father my gold ring. He wears it to this day, a symbol of my love for him. My middle name is Andrew. Father wanted a boy, but I'm Daddy's little girl now.
The father loved the younger one, some say a bit too much. They say she talks to pigeons, but who am I to judge? I don't mean to spread a rumor, these are just things that I hear. But there's some crazy shite in the house of Borden.
This is not love. I don't know what it is, but I know this is not love. You touch with selfish hands. This is not love. You speak in cold demands. This is not love. Whatever you take, it isn't given. When I have no choice. What kind of life am I living if I have no voice? I don't know what it is, but sometimes you say the words, but this is not love. Afterthought apologies are not enough to make me believe, make me forgive you, repair the damage done. It's not enough to say you're sorry and still have your fun. I wanna feel that I can fall and not be made to feel a fool. I wanna look up and see a bright light shining through, to see arms outstretched to hold me, wanting nothing in return, but only for me to feel safe and secure. Is that too much to ask for? Is it so wrong to want more than this? Because this is not love. Oh, this is not love. No, this is not love. This is not love. No, this is not love. I don't know what it is, but I walked out on it. I love you too, Father.
Lizzie,
Alice.
are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Lizzie, what happened?
Nothing, I just...
Are you having troubles again?
No,
with your-
Alice! I gotta get out of here!
Lizzie, hey, listen to me.
I gotta...
Lizzie, you can tell me anything.
I gotta...
Lizzie, I won't give you away.
I gotta... There's something hanging over me, a thunderstorm I can't see, but I know it's there. I gotta get out of here, oh Alice, I'm afraid tonight, 'cause something doesn't feel quite right out there in the dark. This feeling comes over me at times, no matter where I am. And I know if I stay here longer, it's gonna turn out bad. I gotta get out of here, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here, I gotta go and do and have what all the upturned people have. Don't I deserve it? I gotta get out of here. I wanna go and disappear, but sis and me, we're stuck down here, and it's killing me. I wanna know who I am, free
up here and now.
I gotta.
And this feeling comes over me at times, no matter where I am. Stay here longer. Never know if I stay here longer, it's gonna turn out bad. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Always standing in your wake with a secret of my own, too afraid to share with you. So I come home alone each night and draw the curtain, shut the blind. How will you trust me with your secrets when I don't trust you with? If you knew how I've been watching you. If you knew how I see everything you do. If you knew, could I still touch you? Would you let me comfort you? If you knew. The room is hot, the air is thick, and I can barely breathe tonight. Open the window, trim the wick. Oh, this cannot be right, for it seems to me a secret's just a lie. And Lizzie, no one knows the emptiness of lying more than if you knew that every night I dream of you. If you knew that in my dream I come to you. If you knew, would you still touch me? Would you tell me everything if you knew? Together we'll be safe. The truth will make it so. Like in my dream each night. For in my dream I know that you are in my arms and everything is fine. Oh Lizzie, take me to your hiding place, and I'll take you too. If you knew that in my heart I always knew. If you knew that every word I spoke was true. If you knew I could protect you, would you let me hold you close? If you knew.
Who are these that fly like a cloud to my window? coming with the waxing of a moon. To the beating of your wings and the violence of freedom, I love you, I am hopeful, am I doomed? I clamor and I moan, that house is not my home. My silver wings are pinioned with green gold. My ghost, my dove, my innocence, my love, am I utterly forgotten, left alone? The boys wanna come, wanna play with my pigeons, and you never let the boys come, boys come, boys come. Hands on my knee, on my never let the boys come. Chasing all the boys away, I feel myself disintegrating. Please, daddy, if I stay with you, daddy. Fingers on my knee, daddy, stop it, daddy. Fingers on my boys, pigeons, fingers, daddy, stop it, daddy.
And if there are survivors, they will be on the mountain like doves of the valley, all of them moaning. Oh, that I had wings like a dove, I would fly away, be at rest. La, 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 la.
Lock away your secrets, lock away my life. What if I unlocked your secrets to your stupid little wife? I want a new dress, daddy needs some money for a new dress, daddy, money, please, daddy, please, I want a new dress, dress like all the girls up on the hill, and all the boys in pretty dresses, pretty boys and girls come round to the pretty houses, pretty penny hands on my knees, on my finger, on my pretty penny.
Soul of the white bird on the wings of 6 blackbirds will be carried in the night to the mountain.
Oh Lord, do not deliver the soul of the white bird, the soul of the white bird to the wild beast.
Lizzie, don't!
Is that you, Alice?
Yes. Lizzie, I've been looking all over for you.
Are you alone?
Yes.
Then come up. Come up and see them. Father says that birds are filthy, but I think they're beautiful. Why can't it be different? Emma and I used to think that it ought to be. We used to hope it might be different.
Maybe someday it will be. Maybe someday your heart will be open. Maybe someday you will know. Maybe someday I will make you see that your secret's safe now.
My secret's safe now.
Your secret's safe now with me.
What our Father does for your people, He ought to be doing for His own daughters. You are not our mother, and you never will be.
Miss Emma, what do you want for breakfast?
I don't want any breakfast. Maggie, have you seen Lizzie this morning?
No, but she must have gotten up early. Her bed is freshly made as if she hadn't slept in it at all.
Lizzie!
What time is it?
We must have fallen asleep.
Lizzie, where are you?
I have to go.
Lizzie? Shall I call on you tonight?
Yes. Emma? What are these goings on? Why has Maggie packed your bag?
I'm going to Fairhaven.
What has happened?
This is what has happened. That woman has convinced Father to change his will. She's trying to close us out.
How could she do that?
Look here, if Father dies before her, she'll take everything, and we'll have nothing. And then what shall we do?
Emma, please.
Lizzie, I must get away for a few days. I shall figure something out.
Please don't leave me alone here with them.
I am afraid somebody would do something if I were to see her again.
Emma, wait! What if Mrs. Borden dies first?
I was a trembling child, just 12 years old, when Mother placed you in my arms. You were only 2. You never knew my sweet little sister. She touched my face and she pulled me close, and Mama whispered in my ear, don't let her go. Don't let her know your sweet little sister. For years I tried to be to you all the things she was to me. I tried to give you all the love you needed, and now I fear without a word I told you everything. And now I hear a warning and it must be heeded. Sweet little sister, I'm so afraid to leave you. Sweet little sister, I've got to get away. I was a dark soul girl of 14 years when Father married his new wife. You were only 4, so I kept score, my sweet little sister. She touched his face and she pulled him close, and then she whispered in his ear, he let us go. She runs the show, my sweet little sister.
For years I tried to keep you safe from the darkness in my heart, but now I see my troubled soul reflected.
I look into your cold blue eyes and they tell me everything, and now I know that no one's been protected. Sweet little sister, what I don't see,
What you don't see,
sweet little sister, could never hurt me.
never hurt you, sweet sister. What you don't know,
What I don't know, sweet little sister, I can never show. Sweet little sister,
so afraid to leave
so
you.
afraid. Sweet, sweet little sister, I'm more afraid to stay. Sweet little sister,
Scared of what may happen.
scared of what may happen.
Little sister,
I've got to get away. I've got to get
She asked me to pack it special.
I shall take care of it for her. The Book of Household Poisons.
Time for Mrs. Borden's tea. Fire burn and toil, kettle bubble, water boil, a psalm sail on, bitter trouble very strong.
Prussic acid is one of the most rapidly acting toxins which affects mammals.
Black leaves and steep, settle cozy, dark asleep. Oh, soothe this day, milk and sugar, cup of tea.
Several common plants can accumulate large quantities. Sugarcane and velvet grass, sorghum and a white clover,
bubble, water boil,
millipedes and burnet moths, flax when winter's over,
very strong.
Cherry
Black
stones and
leaves and
apricots,
steep,
pale and
settle
milky
cozy,
silent,
dark asleep.
lucent
Oh,
forage, Prussian
soothe this
blue,
day,
beautiful
milk and sugar, cup of
violent,
tea.
very fair and cyanide, 300 parts per million. Prussic acid, bluish clear, protoplasmic poison, boils at 26 degrees and faintly tastes of almonds. Death is by paralysis of heart and respiration, passes through unbroken skin, careful for it's found within. Shattered cane and velvet grass, sorghum and white clover, millipedes and burnet moths, flax when winter's over, cherry stones and apricots, pale and milky silent, poison forage, Prussian blue, beautiful and violent. Following directions in the Book of Household Poisons, just a drop dropped in the milk and hope that she'll enjoy some. Mind you, don't forget to close your eyes and hold your breath. But wouldn't it be easy now, a perfect little death? Just drop a grain into her tea, Mrs. Borden, R.I.P. Sugarcane and velvet grass, sorghum and white clover,
water boil, a
millipedes and
psalm
burnet
sail
moths,
on,
flax when winter's
trouble
over,
very strong,
cherry
black
stones and
leaves and
apricots,
steep,
pale and milky
cozy, dark
silent,
asleep,
poison forage,
soothe
Prussian
this
blue,
day,
beautiful
milk and
and
sugar, cup
violent.
of tea.
Sugarcane and velvet grass, sorghum and
Milk and
white
sugar, cup
clover,
of tea.
millipedes and burnet moths, flax when winter's
sugar, cup
over,
of tea.
cherry stones and apricots, pale and milky
sugar, cup of
silent,
tea.
lucent forage, Prussian blue, beautiful
Milk and sugar, cup of
silent.
tea.
Maggie, I'm going out.
At this hour? Miss Lizzie, where could you be going?
To Dr. Bence's pharmacy.
Bence's pharmacy? Well, that's clear on the other side of town. If you're feeling ill, Miss Lizzie, you ought to lie down, and I shall go call on Dr. Bowen.
I'm not faint. I don't need anything from Dr. Bowen.
Well, what are you needing then?
Prussic acid.
Miss Lizzie, what forever do you need that?
To clean a stain.
A stain? What stain? On that old sealskin cape? Miss Lizzie, what would you be needing that cape for in this heat?
Lizzie,
Alice.
will you receive a friend here in the yard, or shall we go upstairs?
Oh, Alice, I'm so sorry, but I must go to Dr. Bence's pharmacy.
Why?
Mr. and Mrs. Borden were awfully sick last night.
Are your father and mother all right?
Don't call her mother.
Are you well?
We were all sick. All but Maggie. Milk. I think our milk might be poisoned. I mean, we all drank of it, all but Maggie, and Maggie wasn't sick.
If it had been the milk from the farmer himself, I should suppose other people would be sick, and I haven't heard of anybody. How do you get your milk?
We have our milk come in a can and sit on the step, and we have an empty can. We put out the empty can overnight, and then the next morning, when they bring the milk, they take the empty can.
And what time does the farmer come?
I think about 4 o'clock.
Well, it is light at 4. I shouldn't think anyone would dare to come then and tamper with the cans for fear that someone should see them.
I shouldn't think so, but Mrs. Borden even told the doctor that she thought she had been poisoned.
Who would do something like that?
I don't know. But I can't sleep at night. I'm afraid that somebody will do something. I don't know what, but somebody will do something. I want to sleep with my eyes half open, one eye open half a time.
But if you close your eyes, you'll see the golden pear. It hides the key that can open up your heart and end your toil. See how they ripen on the bough. Now they're falling to the ground to be gathered up in skirts before they spoil. Will you lay next to me in the shade of the tree? Will you bite through the skin to the sweet flesh within? Will you rest for a while? Let me bring back your smile. Will you lay next to me? Will you stay?
I ought to be on my way.
The pear's jealous of the rose because she hears all of your woes, but she never gets a chance to taste your pleasure. And though she's luscious to the taste, she's always eaten in great haste, for the autumn winds that blow steal all her treasure. Will you lay next to me in the shade of the tree? Will you bite through the skin to the sweet flesh within? Will you rest for a while? Let me bring back your smile. Will you lay next to me? Will you stay? Sleep, sleep, sleep. I'll keep my eyes half open, one eye open half the time.
Miss Lizzie, your father doesn't want you nor Miss Russel up in the bar no more.
Maggie, what do you have there?
Listen to me, Lizzie, it's bad and I don't know how to say this, but your father saw you in the barn. He saw you go up there with Alice. He said I told her to leave those birds alone, they're sick and dark and filthy. Then he took an axe and chopped their heads off one by one. He killed them.
Sound of beating pigeon wings is ringing in my ears, and the taste of blood is on my tongue. It's been rising up for years. My world is growing darker. He is shutting out the light. There's no way out of this pressure cooker. No way out alive.
right. Everything is fine, Lizzie. We will find a better way. If you stay with me, Lizzie, I will protect you.
There are two sides, Lizzie. You didn't choose which side you're on.
But there's right
and there is wrong.
I'll choose my weapon.
Why are all these heads up? 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 Why are all these why?
I'm standing, looking forward in the dark. A feeling brushes past me, and I know the wind has
Air stand still, thick with rain, and it hasn't yielded. Thunder rumbles low, but still no storm. Foul winds blow, leave a strange metallic aftertaste, and carry whispers too soft to hear. Mercury rises as the drops of stifled rage, collecting weight, begin to fall. Ancestral blood stains a daughter's ivory hand and splatters o'er the reeking floor. Miss Lizzie, what do you want for breakfast?
I don't know, 'cause I don't want any breakfast. But I guess I'll have some coffee and cookies. Maggie, are you going out to wash the windows?
Yes, I've done them inside already, but Mrs. Borden wants them done inside and out. Your father's gone to town. Your stepmother's cleaning the guest room upstairs. All by herself. And I'll be out around here, so you needn't lock the door. Or you can lock it if you want to. I can get the water in the barn. Somebody will do something. Somebody will take something. Somebody will strike something. Somebody will die! It's all River Runs Red!
Maggie's washing windows. Father takes a walk. Mrs. Borden goes upstairs, and I can hardly talk. I'm so afraid! I went down to the cellar and searched behind some sacks. My eyes, they never saw it, but my hands, they found the axe. I'm so afraid! Somebody will do something! Somebody will take something! Somebody will strike something! Somebody will die! I step onto the staircase. Stepmother hears me not. I step into the bedroom. Oh, Lizzie, what have you got? I'm so afraid! Somebody will do something! Somebody will take something! Somebody will strike something! Somebody will die!
Oh, Miss Lizzie! You startled me. Mr. Borden's just come home. He said to keep the noise down. He'll be napping in the living room and doesn't want to be disturbed.
Maggie, you are going out this afternoon?
I don't know. I might and I might not. I don't feel very well.
Well, if you go out, be sure to lock the door, for Mrs. Borden has gone out on a sick call, and I might go out too.
Miss Lizzie, who is sick?
I don't know. Somebody.
Somebody?
Yes. She had a note from somebody this morning. They must be in town. There's a cheap sale of dresses at Sargent's this afternoon. Pennies on the yard.
I'm going to have a lovely one.
With Maggie so retired, stepmother quite undone, father will be napping, he'll wish he had that son. I'm so afraid! Somebody will do something! Somebody will take something! Somebody will strike something! Somebody will Maggie, go and get Miss Russel. I don't want to be left alone in this house.
Well, what's the matter?
Father is dead. Somebody came in and killed him.
In the house of Borden, somebody left us quite a mess. Splattered blood and brains on everything except on Lizzie's dress. It's a crime scene, it's a nightmare, it's a bloodbath, it's a fright. It's a butcher shop in the house of Borden. A mob is gathering outside, half the town is in the yard. The press is in a frenzy, cops are standing guard. It must have been a lunatic, a foreigner, a beast. But it's just us girls in the house of Borden.
I was in the backyard.
Did you see anyone or hear anything?
I saw no one, heard no screams.
Well, where were you in the yard?
I was up in the barn loft.
Why would you go up there after what happened?
I went out to get a lead sinker for my fishing trip. I heard a distressing noise, like scraping. And I came back and I found the screen door wide open.
How long were you up there?
20 minutes.
It must have been sweltering.
I ate some pears.
Lizzie was in the backyard. Or did you say the barn? It's only been a day now and she's spinning quite a yarn. What we know for sure is there were 4 and now there's 2. There's no coming back to the house of Borden. In the house of Borden, somebody left us quite a mess. Splattered blood and brains on everything except on Lizzie's dress. It's a crime scene, it's a nightmare, it's a bloodbath, it's a fright, and it blew the roof off the house of Borden. We lay them out in the dining room. It's going on day 2. I know it sounds disgusting, but it's 1892. There's no AC, it's August, and it's 95 degrees. Well, you do the math.
Lizzie! My sweet little sister, what have you done?
Well, I wasn't gonna wait for an engraved invitation.
Now got twice the trouble, got 2 for 1.
Quit your bitching, can't you see a win-win situation?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck now, Lizzie?
Well, he ain't crawling back in the bed now, is he?
No! Lizzie, my love, is this the best that you could do? Damned if I leave you alone for a minute. What possessed you to murder the old man too? Made a deal, had that plan, did it act? What I did it? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck now, Lizzie?
Well, he ain't coming around in the dark now, is he?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck now, Lizzie?
And she ain't gonna get all the dough now, is she?
No!
No!
No! No!
A foolish thought to say, a sorry sight.
Did he look? Did he blink? Did he see who did it?
My hands are red, but I wear hearts so white.
Who'd have thought the old man had so much blood in him? What's done is done, but there's a knocking at the gate. Gotta clean up the scene, gotta act like we're normal. Get your shit together, get your story straight. Gotta talk to a cop, gotta cry at a funeral. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck now, Lizzie?
Well, he ain't gonna lock all the doors now, is he?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck now, Lizzie?
And she ain't gonna get all the dough now, is she?
What
No.
the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck now, Lizzie? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck now, Lizzie? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck now,
He
Lizzie?
ain't coming around in the dark now, is he?
No! 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 No!
Sister, put on your nightgown, go to bed.
Gotta figure out a plan, gotta spring into action.
Ain't nobody home but the sleeping and the dead. Gonna sleep tonight in sweet satisfaction.
Miss Emma, I didn't hear you come home last night. I'm so sorry about your father and Mrs. Borden. What do you want for breakfast?
I don't want any breakfast. Where's Lizzie?
I haven't seen her all morning. She must still be sleeping, poor thing. I did find her dress all in a heap. It's gonna be hell to get out all this.
Maggie, give that to me.
The name's Bridget.
Bridget, give that to me.
Well, Miss Lizzie did say there was a cheap sale of dresses at Sergeant's this afternoon. Pennies on the yard.
Lizzie!
Emma.
You haven't destroyed the dress yet?
Well, no.
Why didn't you? You'd better. I would if I were you.
Lizzie. Emma?
Alice?
What are you doing?
Well, I'm just gonna burn this old thing up. It's covered with
Paint!
The policemen have returned. They'd like to speak with Miss Russel.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
fire burn, small dark figures, you and I.
Don't let them see.
Don't let them see how the fire burns.
Fire burns. Smoke rises black as night, blocks the light from deep inside. Burn the old thing up. Burn the old thing up. Burn the old thing. Burn the old thing. Burn the old thing up. Burn down to the ground everything. All that was, burn it down.
Lizzie, what have you done? I'm afraid the worst thing you could have done was to burn that dress. The police have been asking questions.
Why didn't you come tell me? Why did you let me do it?
Questions all about your dresses.
Alice, what did you tell them?
Questions and more questions. Answering questions, questions, more and more questions, questions. Everyday questions, questions, filling my mind with questions.
Answering questions, questions, more and more questions, questions, everyday questions, questions, filling my mind with questions.
What do you know? Who told you that? What's that you say? Who would do this to them? What did you see? Were you alone? See anybody else? Were there strangers around?
Answering questions, questions, more and more questions, questions, everyday questions, questions, filling my mind with questions.
What do you know?
Did you know that they've been
Who
murdered?
told you that?
Did you see him with your own
What's that you
eyes?
say?
Did he have
Who would
enemies?
do this to them? What did you see?
Where were you when it
Were you
happened?
alone?
Did your mother have a
See
visitor?
anybody else?
house on the
Were there
street?
strangers around?
Answering questions, questions, more and more questions, questions, everyday questions, questions, filling my mind with questions.
How about at home?
Was everybody
Did they share all
cordial?
their meals?
Did you ever call her
And what
mother?
about their dad?
Siobhan's
Have you
property.
written a will? Any weapons found?
Have you ever used a hatchet?
And what about an axe?
Did your father cook some
What did you
pigeons?
do?
Did you buy poison
Was
there?
everybody sick? break.
Answering questions, questions, more and more questions, questions, everyday questions, questions, filling my mind with questions. Answering questions, questions, more and more questions, questions, everyday questions, questions, filling my mind with questions.
What did you hear?
What time did you hear
It sound like a groan, or maybe like a scream. Did she go to the bar?
Did you laugh on the stairs?
Blood on her hands. What did she wear?
Was she wearing a blue
Was it stained
dress?
at the hem? Did she do another blood on the skirt?
I'm sure just a drop.
Did she burn the thing up? Did you hear the time? Did she sound like a groan? Maybe like a scream. To the bone. Did she laugh on the stairs?
Did she burn the thing up?
Stop, stop, stop. The lies are all half spoken. Half lies spoken all the time.
But if you close your eyes, you'll see my golden pair. You hide a key that can lock a secret in and never tell. The fruit of sin wait on the bough. Somebody came in and cut them down. Now they fall into the ground with no farewell. Will you lie here for me with your lips silently? Will you burn through the skin to the sweet truth within? Will you rest for a while? Let me bring back your smile. Will you lie here for me? Will you stay?
The pear is frightened of the rose, for now your thorns are all she knows. She's seen the pain that comes with your displeasure. And though the prick is most unkind, you'd think it leaves no trace behind, but it leaves a drop of blood upon the measure.
Will you lie here for me with your lips silently? Will you burn through the skin to the sweet truth within? Will you burn through the skin to the sweet truth within? Will you rest for a while? Let me bring back your smile. Will you lie here for me? Here for me, are you? Will you
So what are you going to tell them?
The truth.
The truth? Alice, I want to know the truth.
I saw you. I saw Miss Lizzie Borden burn that dress.
Miss Lizzie, one of the police gentlemen wants to speak with you.
Why?
I tried to keep it from you as long as possible. I begged them to let you stay here with me. Lizzie, they have come to take you to the jailhouse in Taunton until a trial date can be set.
Miss Emma, the police have pulled the carriage around the front of the house. Shall I have them move it to the back?
No. I'm ready to go.
Good people of Fall River, my sister and I thank you for all of your kind regards in our time of sorrow. We have this day offered a $5,000 reward to be paid to anyone who may secure the arrest and conviction of the person or persons who occasioned the death of our father.
And his wife. Until that day, we pray the Lord will sustain us. Out of the depths I cry to thee, My soul waits for the Lord, and in His word I hope. My soul waits for the Lord, more than watchmen for the morning.
Are you going to give me away?
No, Lizzie, I won't.
Yes, you will. But I will let you see. I won't give in. Not 1 inch.
If thou should mark iniquities, Lord, Lord, who could stand? But there is forgiveness with thee, that thou may be feared. My soul, it waits for the Lord, and in these words I hope. My soul waits for the Lord, more than watchmen for the morning, more than watchmen for the morning, more than watchmen for the morning.
My name is Lizzie Andrew Borden, not Elizabeth. Lizzie. Andrew, after my father, I was so christened. I am innocent. I leave it to my counsel to speak for me.
Maybe someday I'll walk in the open. My name is Emma L. Borden. I am the sister of Miss Lizzie Borden. Maybe someday we'll all forget.
The name's Bridget Sullivan. I was sometimes called Maggie by Miss Emma and Miss Lizzie.
Maybe someday they won't whisper, point, and stare.
I am Alice Russel.
But my secret's safe now.
I exchanged calls with Miss Lizzie Borden regularly. She always received me upstairs.
My secret's safe now.
Lizzie spoke of trouble with her stepmother, that Mrs. Borden thought so and so. But the whole thing was, as far as I could see, that one's own mother might have had more influence over the father. It was the father more than the mother. They were young girls, but young girls cannot go and do and have.
They tried to keep me down, but I said no. I'm moving uptown, honey. That's where I'm gonna go. But I'm down here in the big house. Help me count the days. I've got 13 days in Taunton, and then I'll fly away. I have no recollection of anything of that kind. No, sir. I don't seem to remember it. I don't remember what you asked me. I don't remember the question nor the answer. I can only say I don't remember giving it. I don't know whether I did or not. I can't tell you. I was in Fairhaven. I got my dream team working for my defense. It cost me money, butcher, but I spared no expense. 'Cause let me tell you, losing is not a game I play. I'm leaving by the front.
door when I fly away. I've got 12 more days in Taunton, and then I'll fly away. I got it. And then I'll fly away.
About 7 o'clock on the evening of Wednesday, August 3rd, I was waiting for Miss Lizzie Borden. But when she came, she said...
She was on her way to Bence's pharmacy for prussic acid to clean a stain.
She said Mr. and Mrs. Borden were awfully sick last night. We were all sick, all but Maggie.
I had a sick headache and I was sick to my stomach.
And she said Mrs. Borden even told the doctor that she thought she had been poisoned. I asked her who would do something like that, and she didn't know. She said, I can't sleep at night. I'm afraid somebody will do something.
Now that you mention it, I can't stand the night. I sit here in the darkness, waiting for the light.
11 days in Taunton, waiting for the break of day. 10 more days in this hole, then I'll fly away. They love me in the jailhouse, they love me in the street. They love me in the courtroom, yeah, I know my feet. I've got 9 more days in Taunton.
This is not love. I don't know what it is.
When this whole thing is over,
I've got to get away.
Well, I don't know how to describe it to you.
It was not a calico dress.
It was a cheap cotton Bedford cord.
An American cloth.
All cotton.
I think one part of it was black or very...
light blue.
With a small dark figure.
A sprig.
I did not suggest to Miss Lizzie Borden that she change her dress.
I think she did.
I saw no blood on that dress. Not a drop.
Can we just drop the dress talk? The subject's getting dull. Gonna buy myself a new dress. Gonna buy a whole damn closet full. 'Cause I got plenty of money. Girl, I just got paid. Got 4 more days in Taunton, then I'll fly away. After Mrs. Borden told me to wash the windows, I didn't see her anymore until I found her dead upstairs. I don't remember to have heard a sound of anyone about the house until Mr. Borden came to the door. As I unlocked it, I said, "Oh, pshaw," and Miss Lizzie laughed at the top of the stairs. You say that I'm not weeping, that I'm not dressed in black. Call me a Yankee Clinton that's strong. Well, imagine that. I've done my share of crying. Lord, my dues is paid. I've got 3 more days in Taunton, and then I'll fly away.
Her sister turned and said, "What are you going to do?"
I swear I didn't say it. The reason I say I didn't say so is because I didn't say so.
And Lizzie said, "I'm going to burn this old thing up."
There was nothing of that kind said.
It was covered in
Paint. It was soiled, just as any dress would get soiled. And I said, "Why don't you?" or something like that. I can't tell the exact words.
I am quite sure I left the room and told the officer that I saw Miss Lizzie Borden burn that dress.
Turn off the century, turn off the screw, turn off the tables between me and you. Got 2 more days in Taunton until my judgment day. Got 1 more day in Taunton, then I'll fly away. Take me to the courthouse, the verdict's coming in. It only took an hour for those white-haired gentlemen to
whisper, point, and stare. But my secret's safe now.
Yes, your secret's safe now. Our secret's safe now. Maybe someday we'll tell the world. Maybe someday we'll make them understand. Maybe someday you'll come back to me. But your secret's safe now.
Her secret's safe now.
Our secret's safe.
Our secret's safe now.
Fly into your warm streams, I'll fly. Upon my silver wings, I'll fly, 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 I'll fly.
And the soul of the white bird will be carried to the mountain.
You'll hear my voice in every into your warm streams, I'll fly.
Hello, my name is Domo. My username is DommyXMax, and I played Emma Borden!
Hey, my name is Peggy. My username is Peggy, and I played Bridget Sullivan.
Hi, my name is Matt. My username is @Tubby's and I played Alice Russell.
Hello, my name is James. My user is @TheAlphaConnor, and I was your Lizzie Borden.
2, 3, 4.
Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, gave her father 41.
Go, cat!
Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, gave her